Top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hope we're all having a fantastic day so far. I know I am. Beautiful day here in Palm Springs. We are talking 80 degrees and sunny. We are loving fall so far. One of the best parts about fall, the rare pink allocation. Man, this year's was so much better than the previous years. It's not even funny. At least for us. When we took the shop over from the previous owners, that first year we were here, we got literally no rare pinks. And then the second year, we got like one box of like their least popular. So like one short story, one signature, then maybe a work of art. And that was it. And then this year, here we are. So we got 5-packs, we got boxes, we got singles sticking out right now. So this is so much better. And before we actually go through those, real quick update. It's going to be a real short video. Been adding some Milanios. So we obviously have always done really well with the Milanios, but now we're going to add a lot of the Maduros. And I was going to upload a video this week on the Oliva section update, but we're kind of missing like half the stuff. So I have to wait till next week to upload that, but it's going to look really good. We have a lot more stuff coming in. Obviously Oliva, that's a brand that sells itself. I mean, you never have to even hardly recommend these. People just come in, go right to them. Especially these Maduros, man. These are incredible. This is a Padrón without being a Padrón. You know what I mean? It's like the closest thing I can get someone that's going to save them definitely several dollars a stick. So the Milano has been huge for us. We kind of discontinued the O's, so no more Serie O's. But we do have a lot of the Milanos. We're going to do all the natural, all the Maduro sizes. And then kind of over here, we're going to end up expanding the standard V's. There's one more size of the G I want to add. The canes are going to stay, and then these nubs are going to stay. And if you remember the last update on the Oliva stuff, we really weren't going to add that much. But honestly, after all the kind of recommendations and the people wanting the Maduros, kind of made sense. Plus, I mean, we do get a lot of snowbirds. We get a lot of people from all over the place, and everyone knows Oliva. It's a great go-to for them. So we're definitely going to stock those guys up for sure as much as we can. So definitely excited. But yeah, you'll kind of see more Milanios kind of over here. We'll push everything down still. It did push all the Padrones down, which again, of course, we'll do an updated video for this as well at a later time. Definitely switched it up a lot. Just in the overall format, how I kind of had stuff, it is way different now. Added the Hermosos, so that's been cool. I mean, we did have these a long time ago, but then kind of got rid of them just because they didn't sell that well. And then after, again, they seem to be coming back into popularity because a lot of people have been asking for them. So just grabbed a few boxes. I will never say no to a Padrón. So we're going to see how this size does again. Give it another shot. And of course, you know, we got the naturals and the Maduros. So super cool. Yeah, definitely a more formal update on the Padrones when it gets closer to time. Got 2 rows now of the family reserves. That's pretty sweet. It was all just one long continuous line, but yeah, pretty sad on the Ligas. Got more of those coming. But yeah, we'll do a nice formal updated Oliva and Padrón section when that stuff's completed, because there's 2 more sizes of Padrón, believe it or not, we went ahead and decided to get. So we got more Padróns coming just to add to the already very impressive Padrón selection. It's just such a no-brainer way to go, honestly. So it always feels good just adding Padróns. But yeah, time for the most exciting part, the rare pinks. This is our first year getting these boxes, like these 5-packs. And we did get them all in, I think, everything except the sophisticated hooker. So we got all of them except for that. And that's definitely the #1 box that we get blown up for, is the sophisticated hooker. I'm 100% confident it's just the name, because none of you are going to smoke a 7x52 or 7x54 cigar. So I'm pretty sure you're just getting that for the name, which, hey, I can't blame you. It is a pretty good name. But yeah, you can definitely get the same experience out of any of these other cigars, especially the happy ending, man. Like, that's still a super awesome stick. We got plenty of these 5-packs. Beautiful presentation, as you would expect. Beautiful cigars, man. This is such a great idea. Like, for holidays, the best gift idea I can think of. You know, we got lots of the short stories, definitely a quicker smoke. We have lots of singles of these right now, too. Lots of singles. Actually, I might take that back. I've been getting beat up on these pretty good. So definitely a shorter jammer, but still a great smoke. This is also a surprisingly heavy blend for a lot of people. They usually think it's gonna be super mild, like maybe the Angel Share or something. It's nothing close. And you know, I prefer slightly heavier, to be honest with you. Yeah, we got the signature stuck out as well. Gonna open a couple more boxes, but singles, 5 packs. Yeah, the Queen of Hearts, we got the least amount of these, which I do understand. Super cool smoke. They're like these pigs. So you got the little pigtail. It's like a 4x60, I'm pretty sure. Absolutely stunning. Because this is what they look like as singles. Am I going to be a novice? Yeah, I am. There we go. So, good little piggly. Great construction. And, you know, these guys don't do a lot of bigger ring gauge options. So when you do come across them, it's really special. I always thought that was one of the reasons why the BBMF was so popular. It was just like the size was just perfect. Especially for those that already like a bigger cigar anyway. But yeah, just the presentation does not get much better than this. I mean, look at that detail in the double rings. Absolutely incredible. Such a special smoke. We did get them a little bit late this year. We are at the end of October, but you know what? I'm just glad we got them in October, and I'm just glad we got this much. These products sell themselves. They're hard to keep in stock regardless. And yeah, for our sealed boxes, you can see a lot of the short stories, signature, the work of art, happy ending, and then the Queen of Hearts. I'm talking to 2 other shops right now about possibly picking up some of their allocation, because the crazy thing is, for not everyone, I mean, I didn't know this, but for a few of the shops that are Opus accounts, the rare pinks do not move that well for them, apparently. I don't know how that's possible, but that's just what they say. So I usually try to work out a trade with them to, you know, just get a few more options. So I should get more probably by November, because obviously they're going to see like how they move. But if they get the same result they do in the years prior, then yeah, they're kind of open to trade. So that's super cool. And not all shops are usually like that. So it's nice to have those kind of friendships. There's a lot of good shops in the Valley. Luckily, none of us really have like bad blood with each other, which, you know, we're all kind of in this together, you know what I mean? And we all have our own clientele. So I don't see why it's such a big deal if someone comes in, you know, you don't have what they're looking for, but you know another shop does. Like, just tell them where to get it. You know, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, the signatures. Personally, one of my favorites, just because I love the signature altogether. But I mean, this is just such a good idea. I'm so glad they did this. Yeah, the signatures, several work of arts. This is super cool. And what we're going to end up doing, like, again, I can't get into pricing, unfortunately, at all, which I really do want to do at some point, but YouTube just will not let me. But it's going to be a better, in theory, a better deal if you're going with like a 5-pack than the single. But I think that's pretty standard. I think most people are pretty on board with that, and they just kind of expect that at this point. Yeah, there's obviously no box discounts or anything like that on these products, but hey, that's what you get with the rare stuff. But yeah, super excited. This is the kind of our first rare-ish drop of like the fall season. We do have more stuff coming in a week. We've got Opus 25s coming. I know I've said that for a while, but they are actually on their way. So they'll be here in a week, maybe a week and a half or 2. This like magical chest of 13. I forget the name. It's a hard name to remember, but we're getting some like super rare, more Opus in. And then on top of that, obviously you'll still get all the añejos coming back. This is more of like a November thing, when you kind of get a lot of the like añejos and like the Maduro options, right? So like Maduro work of art, you'll get like between the lines, you'll get the untold story, you'll get a bunch of that stuff. So yeah, we're still on track to get all that. So super excited. But yeah, super quick video, real quick. Just kind of wanted to put it out there that there is a generous amount of the rare pinks that landed. Of course, all the YouTube members do get first dibs. They get notified first. That's just the most fair way for me to do it, because those that support us the most are, you know, obviously going to get first dibs. So, but yeah, we'll have a contact information. You know, feel free to give us a call, email. Always happy to help out any way we possibly can. Just want to try to make the experience as good as possible for everyone. You know, no need to make it a headache. No need to complicate things. We're always here to help. We got the man himself looking over our sticks, making sure everything's good. So appreciate y'all so much. Definitely have another upload with the updated Oliva and Padrón sections coming out next week. As always, thank you so much for the kind words and the support. We will see you in the next one.